Denton, Texas, Apogee Stadium, first time here, and also first time that I finally get to meet the young man who does his thing, noon hour, all week long on BGC Sports Network, Joe Walker, here covering the North Texas Mean Green tonight. Joe, great to finally meet you.
Good to finally meet you too, Mr. Martin.
How's your summer been?
Summer's been great. We've got the cool front coming through, so it feels better. 75
for a high tomorrow. You know, Cedric and I were dying last night at the ballpark in Arlington. He had his shades on, couldn't handle watching the Rangers, but North Texas, certainly worth watching. Big one over SMU last week, 45-6. First week we won't talk about, but you've been watching this team for the last year. I saw them at Heart of Dallas Bowl with Cedric and Charles. What is it about this team that we should be keeping an eye on? What makes them special, aside from Coach McCartney?
You got to look at Pregame there at the running back position. He's done very well, averaging over 80 yards each game. And North Texas has had the great opportunity of opening the first 3 games at home.
They most certainly have. While other teams are going through a scenario of playing 3 games in 13 days, like Baylor, they're Buffalo bound. Another team, I believe, the opponent tonight, Louisiana Tech, I think, has 3 road games in 13 days. So a bit of a challenge tonight. I'm told that La Tech can put points on the board. What must North Texas have to guard against on this September 11th night?
The biggest thing is they're going to have to stop the run. They're going to have to do like they did against SMU. Outstanding game, keeping them within 10 yards of rushing, and that was a record. Now, they're not going to do that against La Tech tonight, but if they can hold La Tech to under 100 yards rushing, North Texas has the opportunity to move to 2-1 and start off conference with a win.
Talking with Joe Walker, representing for BGC Sports in the noon hour during the week. Myself, 9 a.m. I'm representing someone else tonight, but his name's Walker too, so it's okay. Thank you, George. You're welcome. SMU and that loss last week. I don't think anybody expected June Jones to resign in the last week since this game. Did you get any kind of a sense that something was up with the coach as that game wound down last week?
We didn't get a sense during the game, but if you kept up with news, you had a sense this summer. Because remember, he was looking at going to the University of Memphis, but it got quiet and it got quiet quick. They're starting off 0-2. Worst start for SMU. You know June Jones doesn't want 0-11 on his resume. So it looks like he walked out on the kids.
That's not good. Sorry to hear that. But, you know, he mentioned Memphis, another football team making the trek to Tennessee. I was at Valley Ranch earlier today. Jason Witten, Tennessee Volunteer, he vows he will not sing Rocky Top should he score a touchdown. He had to bag about 15 tickets for friends and family and volunteerism and all of that. How do you see that game for Sunday?
Oh, Dallas Cowboys, it's all up to Romo. You know that's what it is. 3 interceptions in the last game. If the back can hold up, let's see if he can scramble. That's the thing that is different between Romo and last year. I didn't see him leave the pocket.
See, my concern is Ken Wisenhunt is leading that team, so you mean it's going to be a bunch of smash-mouth defense, especially if you flash back to the Arizona days, the block punt, the freeze on field goal timeout, the Peterson run back, those years in Pittsburgh. And more importantly, can the Cowboys get a win in the month of September? If they don't, I say that Garrett's gone. I'm saying it now. I hope I'm wrong in that regard. Now, for those of you who have not been out to Apogee Stadium, I'm going to be taking pictures and shooting video like I always do. What has impressed you about this new location in comparison to Fouts Field?
What's great is the tailgating. These people have been out here for the past 2.5 hours. They're enjoying their drink. Alumni, it's out, and they're having a great time. Also, you can see it off the road here on 35. It's a beautiful stadium. It holds over 30,000. It's just a great venue for college football in North Texas.
Much like another team that we saw play in Waco a week ago, off the freeway as well, in the Brazos River, speaking of Baylor. Now, today being September 11th, you know where you were in 2001. I know where I was. I know you know where you were, Joe Walker. But for those of you who have friends or family in New York, or if you are serving this country, we want to take a moment to say thank you for what you do. We remember to never forget. And with that, I'm Mr. Will. He's Joe Walker. Catch him in the noon hour on BGC Sports Not Yet, myself, 9 a.m., and also doing stuff on DFW Sports Online or at blitzweekly.com, writing, blogging, talking, audio, photography, video, ADD. Yeah, it's me. The pleasure was mine, Joe Walker.
Hey, great seeing you, baby.
Representing for the BGC, Cedric's gonna freak. We're out of here.
Good job.